Hi everyone, hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica and this is Unite Inside, and we help people unite with all the parts inside of them. And in this video we have a very juicy subject which is very important: how to lead yourself. Why is this very important? It's very important because we are living our life. We are the person that we're supposed to depend on. We need to be able to trust ourselves and our own guidance so that we can have a good life, so that we can have the good, beautiful, happy life that we deserve. A lot of times we are struggling to trust the guidance that we have within ourselves. We're struggling to lead ourselves, to let ourselves follow whatever feels right for us, whatever feels like the right thing to do, whatever we want, our desires, how we want to live our life, okay? We don't allow ourselves to take choices and decisions in the right direction. And that's why we end up in the worst scenarios ever. Because we're depressed, we're not feeling like ourselves, we're not feeling like we're living a good life, and all of this is because we never listen to the guidance that we have within ourselves, because we didn't trust ourselves and because we didn't trust the universe. If you don't trust the universe and if you don't trust yourself, you end up in the worst scenarios ever. And a lot of times we're very distracted by outer noise, by other people's ideas and thoughts and feelings. We're so involved with them that we forget our own thoughts, our own feelings, and our own choices and beliefs. Okay? When we forget that deep down we have the truth, we have the path of our life, we know what to do, we know what's best for us. But when we forget that, we tend to look for it somewhere else. And as long as you're looking for truth, you're looking for anything that you want to look for from outside, and you're looking to almost like you're trying to understand yourself through other people, when you do that, you skip a step, which is before you try to do that, why don't you look within and try to get to know yourself first? But instead we don't do that. We try to get to know ourselves through other people and what they think of us, and then we believe them. Oh, someone thinks this about me, that must be true. Maybe I am this, maybe I am that, even though deep down you do not believe that. You might have a different belief, but because someone else influenced you and because you have a weak frame and you don't believe in yourself, you believe other people more than yourself. Because you don't think you're valuable, because you don't think that you deserve to be loved, you deserve to be important, that you are important, that your opinions about yourself and about the world are important. They matter too. They are a perspective in this world. You are here as a part of the universe, and every single perspective that you have is very important for the universe. The universe needs your perspective. That's why you're here, because the universe needs to see itself from different perspectives, from as many perspectives as it can. And that's why you're here. And so for you to say that you can't trust your own perceptions of yourself, that's self betrayal. That's you betraying your own truth. We do that a lot. We betray our own truth and we don't follow what we think is right. Okay? For example, someone that stays in a job that they hate. Why? Because they follow the mass consciousness. Everybody is saying that you can't quit your job, you're not gonna find something better, no one's gonna hire you, your abilities are not that good enough, blah blah blah. And so when someone believes other people, believes people outside of him instead of their own abilities and the universe's abilities to attract what they want, they end up in the worst scenario ever. That's why a lot of people end up stuck. It's because they did not follow their intuition. and they do not know how to lead themselves. Okay? So leading yourself is very, very important. And you need to be able to do that. You're the person that's living your life. You're the only one that knows what you want. You're the only one that knows exactly what you need. But unfortunately, you don't believe yourself and you don't think that you're right because you have this self-distrust, this self-doubt that is very damaging to yourself. It's really, it's one of the worst things that you can ever do to yourself is to betray your own guidance system, and instead of that, to adopt other people's thoughts and beliefs about you as your guidance system. That's what a lot of people are doing right now. That's what most people are doing. They are using other people for guidance, for reassurance, for validation that they are good or that they are great or where to go in life. They're using outer noise, right? That's literally just noise. And therefore, they end up feeling like they lost themselves. You will feel like you have lost yourself the more you try to listen to other people's stuff about you that don't feel right for you. I mean, there is a difference between if someone advised you, like gave you an advice, and you feel like it resonates, and you feel like it's the right thing to do, and if someone gave you something that sounds completely crazy to you, sounds like something that wouldn't work for you, but you still follow it because you don't trust yourself. That's what I'm talking about. This is the worst thing. And a lot of people get programmed into believing that they shouldn't trust themselves, they shouldn't believe themselves, they shouldn't follow their own guidance. Why? Because they're going to fail, because they're going to be hurt, because something bad is going to happen, because things are going to go wrong, because the world is bad. All these bad beliefs, all these negative, limited beliefs. Okay? Yes, you're not always going to have the right thing to do. Sometimes you're going to make mistakes. And sometimes when you are following your guidance system, it's going to lead you to something painful. But let me tell you, okay? It doesn't always mean that if you followed the universe's guidance and it led to something painful, that is wrong and that you shouldn't follow it, okay? A lot of times it's because it's a lesson. It's because it's something that you really, really need to learn, okay? It's something that you need to discover about yourself. And that's why it's so painful, and that's why you are going through it, okay? But if you followed someone else's crazy advice that you don't think is right, you will never reach to a place where you're happy. You might reach to a place where you're comfortable, where you're not hurt maybe, but you will never be at a position where you're able to live life to the fullest. You won't have any fun. It will be boring because you're doing the same thing every day and you're in your comfort zone. You're not trying to do anything. You're not trying to get hurt and all of that. But getting hurt is not a bad thing, actually. I'm not telling you to go get hurt. But all I'm saying is if something that you chose to do led to pain, that you have to reframe that. You have to stop telling yourself that if I follow my guidance system, or my inner guidance, that it's gonna lead to pain, and that means that I'm going to that I'm making a big mistake and that I'm wrong and that this is the wrong path. No, you have to develop self-trust and faith in the universe. That if I am following something that feels right, I'm gonna trust in it. I'm gonna follow by. I'm gonna lead myself to it. I'm gonna be okay with whatever mistakes come up, whatever pains or discomfort that comes with it. A lot of times when we are trying to follow our purpose, it's not always rainbows and sunshine. It's not always like that. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's challenging. You have to learn new skills, and that could be stressful and stuff. But it doesn't mean that it's wrong, okay? That's why a lot of people, put themselves in a comfort zone because they think that pain equals wrong, equals that everything is falling down and stuff. No, that's not what it means, okay? And so even if there is a possibility that you will feel pain while following what feels right for you, you have to be okay with it. Because honestly, you will experience pain regardless. The universe is always going to try to challenge your comfort zone in a way. That's why we always find ourselves in situations that repeat itself, and because you haven't learned the lesson yet. And so the universe is going to have to repeat it for you, and it's going to hurt. And so why don't you just get out of your comfort zone and experience whatever discomfort that feels like, okay, which is going to be temporary, and then be free and then be happy. Let me give you an example. Someone that doesn't want to break up with a really abusive person because they are scared that they won't find love, that they won't find peace, or that they will be alone. They will have to experience feelings of loneliness. Okay, this is basically the pain that they're going to go through if they did get out of their comfort zone and chose what's right for them, okay? Which is to leave this person that's abusing them. And they have to trust the universe and have faith that they deserve to have someone better, okay? That the universe does have that person for them. That they don't have to think of the universe as if this is the only opportunity that they will ever have, okay? So someone that's doing that to themselves, they like leaving from that relationship and experiencing the feelings of loneliness or hurt or whatever in a very temporary way is better, okay? Because that is gonna go away. They're not gonna be hurt forever. They're not gonna be crying about this person forever. One day they're gonna forget about the person and things will feel good and they will be able to feel free because they're free from the abuse, okay? So this is what I'm talking about here. But a lot of times people tell us, oh, it's fine, just be patient, blah, blah, blah. Just stay in these horrible situations because if you get out, don't trust the universe. If you do that, you're gonna be sad, lonely, you're gonna not have a job for a couple fucking weeks. What if you don't have a job for a couple weeks? You're not gonna die, okay? Like, you can start expanding your thinking that matches what is it that feels right for you so that you can take the right actions that truly match what's best for you, which will make you feel like you're leading yourself and not that the universe and not other people in your life or other thoughts or lower vibrations or whatever, okay? Lower consciousness people shouldn't have any effect over yourself, over you, over your life, okay? You shouldn't be affected by other people's thoughts and beliefs about you because that has nothing to do with you, okay? You can't lead yourself using someone else's rules, and that's what a lot of people are doing. They're leading themselves in their own life using someone else's list of what's right and what's wrong. And that's why you're in a box and you're never gonna experience anything that feels like true joy because you're not following your own passions, what makes you feel good, what feels good to you, what is right for you, okay? A lot of times we know what's right, we know what's wrong, but we're not taking the right steps and we're not taking the right actions. But learning to lead yourself is gonna put you in the most powerful position that you will ever be in. You will literally feel so powerful. Why? Because feeling like you are the boss of your own reality, you are the master of your reality. You're literally the one telling yourself where to go, what to do, based on your own inner guidance, which is actually following your higher self's guidance, okay? Which is the higher version of you, the higher consciousness version of you, you can say. Or we call it the non-physical version of you. The non-physical version of you, it's still there, okay? And it has a higher consciousness. It sees things better than you. It sees things clearer than you. Do you want to follow something else other than the highest source? And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're following other people's lower consciousness lower vibrational thoughts, lower vibrational feelings based on fear, based on crazy, like, based on delusions that don't even exist. Delusions like limiting beliefs that they just created and they kept themselves stuck in. Limiting beliefs that are not true, that are so far from truth. If you follow anything else other than your own guidance system, your own inner guidance that comes from your higher self, you're gonna find yourself in the wrong path. You're gonna be out of alignment, okay? If you're out of alignment with yourself, then you're out of alignment with your purpose, and then that means you're not gonna be able to experience joy or fulfillment. Because if you're not on the path to that is fully aligned with who you are, you will feel negative emotions. Okay, you will experience negative emotion. It will not feel natural. It won't feel like who you are. And so learning to lead yourself is one of the most important skills that you must have so that you can have a good life. So I have here 4 steps that can help you learn how to lead yourself the right way. Okay? Let's start with the first step. So the first step is refuse to let other people affect your vibrational state. Okay? Or your emotional state, which is the same thing basically. So refuse to let other people outside of you affect your vibrational state in any way. What do I mean with that? I'm gonna explain, okay? So a lot of times we let other people tell us who we are. We receive that from them. We receive and take their criticism, their lower consciousness thoughts about us. We take that and we believe in it and we feed it our energy by paying attention to it, by thinking about it, by entertaining those thoughts that they have about us, okay? So what you need to do is make your mind about yourself, okay? Decide who you are. You don't need to, actually, we are the ones to decide who we are. We're not looking for who we are and we're not finding who we are. What we're doing is we're deciding. This is a creation, okay? A lot of people think that they came here to find who they are. So they're trying to find and discover who they are through other people's thoughts, through other people's vibrations, through what other people think of them and how they are being perceived by society, whatever. But honestly, you didn't come here for that. You came here to create who you are. And so you are free to tell yourself that you are whoever you want to be. How cool is that? You can literally be like, I'm a cool person, I'm a great person, I'm an amazing person. I decided that I am. I have decided that I'm a great person. I have decided that I have a great personality. I have decided that this is what I think about myself. And I have decided that this is who I am. And no one can change your mind because this is your reality. You can live by your own rules. You can think anything you want to think of, okay? Why do you want to think horrible thoughts about yourself? Low consciousness thoughts about yourself? Even if it's what's true and what's not, like, it's only true because you believe in it. That's how this reality works. If you think you're a loser, you are a loser. If you think you're a winner, you are a winner. I have explained this in my manifestation videos, that whatever you think you are, that's who you are. And so what's true here? Whatever you believe in. And so you're free to believe in whatever you want. And that's true, okay? And so next time you believe in someone else's bullshit about you, you have to say, hold on. That's only true if I believe in it. That's only going to become true if I believe that this person's perspective and perception about me is real and is true. So I'm not going to feed it. I'm not going to feed this low vibrational opinion about me. I don't need it because I have my own opinion. I can create my own beautiful opinion. I can make it as beautiful as I can. When I had my ego death, I experienced what you can call an ego, my ego dropped, which means that I no longer believed in my limiting beliefs because I could see that they were only beliefs. And so the moment I realized, I had the realization that this is beliefs that I was believing in and that it doesn't make it true or not true. It's just something that I have created Okay, I literally created it. Okay, I can stop believing in it and create a different view about myself, and believe in it and feed it my energy and my attention. Okay, and that's gonna grow, and that's gonna become who I am. That's gonna become the new me. And so instead of making other people's thoughts about you and beliefs about you, whatever it is, giving it so much power because you're trying to discover if it's true or if it's not true. Well, you decide if it's true or not. Do you want it to be true? If you want it to be true, then you can believe in it. But I know that you don't want bad things to be true about you, and so believe good things about yourself. Believe you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're smart, you're strong, you're resilient, you are capable, you can do this. Your life is amazing. Believe good, amazing beliefs. Your beliefs are so important. They are building you up. And so once you start breaking free from being a slave to other people's feelings, thoughts, and opinions about you, and you start believing and creating your own thoughts, beliefs, feelings about yourself, feeding that, and taking your attention from every single other source that's not high vibration. If someone came to you and they were being like positive and stuff, yes, you can believe that then. Okay, if they believe what you want to believe, and leave what doesn't resonate, leave what doesn't feel good. Okay, whatever doesn't feel good, don't feed it. Don't let other people tell you what your vibrational state is going to be. That's another thing. Is do not, I repeat, do not let other people tell you what vibrational state you should be in. Which means that if you're happy and you're having a great day, don't let somebody drag you down, okay? If someone's being negative, that is their bullshit. Even if they're being negative directly to you, refuse to feed that energy. Refuse to believe in it, to take that crap. Refuse to take that crap. Be like, you know what? Fuck that crap. I'm not gonna lower my energy, my high vibrational, beautiful energy, and match that crap. I'm not gonna do that by not pissing myself off, by shifting my focus. Instead of that energy that you're gonna take to fight back and to like feed it more and to like, you know, express how negative you feel, like if you start to feel like you're getting affected by what someone else is doing or saying to you, like take that energy from them, take that focus and that like the energy that you're about to use to focus on their crap and refocus inward. Okay, so focus on yourself by giving yourself more love, giving yourself more reassurance, giving yourself more validation. Okay, I made a video about how to validate yourself. You can check it out if you want. It's very helpful. But yeah, you have to learn how to validate yourself and do all these things for yourself so that when someone else is doing something to you, you don't need them. You're not a slave to how they perceive you. You already have made your mind about who you are, and that's it. You don't need someone else's idea of who you are. You're very empowered. I'm showing you that you're powerful. This is how to take your power back. Okay? Do not let anybody drag your energy down. If you decide to have a good day, follow by have a good day. Okay? If you decide to have a great day, say I'm gonna have a good day, I'm gonna have fun, and if someone else is starting drama around me or whatever, I'm gonna shift my focus and refocus on myself. I have nothing to do with it. It is not my job. I don't wanna feed it. I'm not gonna let someone else put me down, you know, like bring and drag my energy down, and that's something that I don't want. I'm not gonna let anybody have that kind of power over me, that they are going to be the ones to like lead you, like lead your life where you need to be, like make you sad and lead you to a point of like depression, sadness. That's why a lot of people are sad, because they are so involved with other people's thoughts and beliefs and emotions and opinions and perceptions about them. Okay, so like if you're involved with other people's crap, of course you're gonna be sad and depressed because they have the worst perspectives ever. Most people don't do any work, don't do any healing on themselves, are lost, are completely like, you know, completely disconnected from their own inner guidance. Do not listen to the universe. Is that you? If that's what you want to be, then follow them, because you're gonna see from the level of how happy they are in their own life, or from how many things they achieved or how many things they accomplished in their life, you're gonna know if their philosophy or if their thoughts and opinions are truth or not. If their opinions and thoughts are not serving them, they're sad, they're depressed, they're miserable. Why do you want to follow their steps? They're clearly wrong. They're clearly not. They haven't found it yet. And so, like, you better just find your own, like your own truth, okay? By discovering and how to create who you are, okay? Creating and like a masterpiece, okay? So the second step that you're gonna take if you want to, this is similar to the first one, okay? But it's a little bit different, is you have to be able to lead yourself, okay? If you want to be able to lead yourself, you have to stop living for other people's approval. I know that this is the most important one, but a lot of times we can't lead ourselves in our life. We can't follow our own desires and our own path that's right for us because we think that we need to please other people. We think that we need approval. We need other people to accept us and be happy about us and be like, yeah, you're doing good, you're doing great, for us to live. That's false. That's not true. Let me tell you, for you to not do, the reason why you care so much about other people's approval about you is because you need that approval. Why? It's because deep down you're not giving yourself validation, you're not giving yourself confidence. You, from the inside, you have issues of self-doubt, self-criticism, whatever it is, self-hate or whatever that you're going through from within. That is what's causing you to look somewhere else for it, because within you don't have it. You haven't learned to love yourself. You haven't learned to give it to yourself, the validation that you need, the love that you need, the respect and acceptance that you need. You haven't learned to give it to yourself. Once you learn to give these things to yourself, you're not gonna need it from anybody else. I promise you, we won't fucking need somebody to be happy about you, because deep down you will already feel loved unconditionally by yourself. This is what you need to do. You need to unconditionally love yourself and to stop living as a slave to other people's approval for you. Because when you live for other people's approval, you start compromising your desires. You start compromising the good things that you want to do in your life. You almost feel like you're in a bad situation that you have to like cut parts of yourself and lower your energy and lower like your desires and stuff, and push them away so that other people can be happy with you, so that other people can feel comfortable with you. I'm here to tell you that you do not need to do that anymore, because you don't need their validation. I promise you that you don't. You don't need anybody's validation, because you can give it to yourself. You can give it to yourself. I promise you that you can. You can just learn to trust yourself enough to believe your own opinions about yourself that you're about to create, which will be good beliefs, which will be beliefs that empower you, beliefs that put you in a powerful place, and not beliefs that put you down, like you are not good enough, blah, 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 But living for other people's approval is the worst thing you can ever do, because you'll never live for yourself. You will end up losing who you are, like I said. You will end up in a situation where you're like, I don't know who I am. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what am I for. What am I living for? You're living for yourself first. You need to know you're living for yourself first before you're living for anybody else's. Okay? You have to know that you need to prioritize yourself than other people. Okay? All right. So we have the third step. The third step is a very, very important step, okay? It's because this is going to be life-changing for you. You have to care about the commitment that you have to yourself. What do I mean with that? A lot of people are committed to other people more than themselves, committed to other people and society and pleasing everyone, just committed to the whole world but themselves. It's almost like they're putting the whole world on a pedestal, that they have to meet everyone else's expectations but their own expectations, but their own desires, their own needs. Okay? So what you need to do is to switch it. You need to be important for yourself. And so how to do that is this is going to create respect. Once you have self-respect, you're not gonna care about other people's feelings and opinions about you anymore, or to please them anymore, because you no longer put other people on a pedestal. You no longer think that other people are better than you, that they're more valuable than you. You think that you are valuable too. You take yourself seriously. You care about yourself. You care about your own promises to yourself. When you promise something to yourself, you do it, okay? Just like when you promise somebody that you're gonna do something, you follow by, you do the same for yourself, because you care about yourself. Your own feelings matter to you, because you are important to yourself, and that's why you're gonna meet your own needs, and that's why you're gonna meet your own expectations, and that's why you don't. I'm not saying you have to have high expectations, crazy ones. That's not loving. I'm just saying if you expect yourself to do something, you have to meet that expectation, just because you meet other people's expectations. Okay? So like, why don't you treat yourself the same way? You need to be important for yourself. This is gonna create self-respect. Self-respect comes from caring and considering yourself, okay? And so because you don't consider yourself and you don't care for yourself, that makes you feel like you're not important. And so you end up pleasing other people more than yourself. And so you can't lead yourself if you don't think that you're worth it, okay? So you have to think that you're worth it. So basically, you have to take yourself seriously. I'm not saying take yourself so seriously to the point that you're gonna be in a situation where you're like not having fun, not able to smile. No, I'm just saying, like, if you promise yourself, keep that promise. If you have a need, try to meet that need for yourself, okay? Care about your feelings, care about yourself. When you do that, you can lead yourself properly, okay? Because you know that you're a big deal, okay? You know that you have good guidance. And that leads us to the last step, which is the most important one. You can trust in the leadership of something that's bigger than you. Knowing that what you're doing by leading yourself in this reality is to just listen to the inner guidance that your higher self already is giving you. So basically, you're not inventing anything here. You're not creating those steps for yourself. Those steps are already given to you in your guidance system. And so if you can trust the universe, that the universe knows what's best for you, a lot of people do well trusting the universe than themselves. But that's going to lead into trusting yourself, into being able to lead yourself when something feels right or when something doesn't feel right, you know? So this is a really good step to put yourself in a position where you're able to lead yourself, okay? You have to trust that your inner guidance is true for you and that it's specifically designed for you. That's why other people might not understand it. That's why you might say something like, oh, I think that this is right for me, and other people will be like, no, I don't think so. That's because they're not you, and so you don't have to believe them just because they don't think so. They're not you. They don't know you, and they don't know how good that feels for you. This is your own experience, your own life. No one else is gonna understand you better. No one else is gonna know you better than yourself. And so trusting in your inner guidance is really a game changer. I hope that you enjoyed this video. This video came into an end. I hope that you learn how to lead yourself, because it's gonna make you feel very powerful. I love you, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and share and subscribe. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next video.